Welcome to Map 4. This one is very hard, and it starts off with one of the hardest sections of the level. So grab the plasma gun, 20 cells in that guy, 20 cells in that guy. This is the basic strategy package for Map 4. I like to throw in a couple of berserk punches because why not? Get the armor, hide in this alcove. All of this is rinse and repeat. You'll probably die 4 in 10 times on this first part once you get it down. Before that you'll die every time because it is hard. But I'm gonna say right now, this is, I think, my favorite run of all time that I've done. It's not necessarily the hardest one I've done or the one I'm the most proud of, but it is my favorite because pretty much everything goes off script a little bit later, and that Revenant corpse is very disappointing. It's going to get resurrected by an Archvile very soon. But yeah, I was pretty early into sort of getting this level down, and if you know anything about this level, you'll know that at the end of it, you fight 2 custom monsters. They're basically blue or purple Afrits from Scythe, and yeah, pick up those armor bonuses that triggers this fight, run over here behind this pillar, kill the Revenant. All of this is well rehearsed. But yeah, back to the Afrits. You fight them at the end. They can kill you in basically one hit because they have an insane amount of projectiles and do an insane amount of damage. The accepted norm strategy for this level is to do them last. But the interesting thing about this level is about 90% of it is optional. And at the time of recording this, the UV speed record is 1 minute and 40 seconds on this level. Now, this is like a 20-minute video. If you go watch other people's 100% playthroughs, they're also going to be like 15, 20-minute playthroughs. So the fact that the speed record is 1 minute 41, I think really tells you just how quickly you can do this level, and that's because so much of it is optional. And so in thinking that, I thought to myself, well, why am I saving the Afrits for the very end when the chocometer is flashing red at that point? They're hard anyway. Why not just do them at the start? Get it over and done with and then do the rest of the level. Now, I had never practiced that. The idea came to me as I was sort of muddling my way through my practice attempts, which I tend to record just for the lols. And so that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go straight to the Afrits, and I'm going to give them a go and see if I can't do them first. See how that works as a strategy. The only problem with that is, well, you'll see. I mean, clearly you're watching this video. Clearly this is the successful attempt. I do kill the Afrits, but I don't know what to do afterwards. I get completely confused and completely lost because I've gone so far removed from the route that I've been practicing that, yeah, it all just kind of goes to shit really, and becomes this sort of like pseudo blind weird run, which is why it's my favorite, because it's just so random. But yeah, so far we are on the script, we're on the rails. We kill that Arachnotron with the chain gun, we kill the zombie man with the chain gun, we kill the Revenants, we stand here, we abuse the free look to kill the chain gunners. There's 2 of them. Don't worry about the Mancubus you might have seen. And now I'm like, yeah, I gotta go do the Afrits. Fuck it, I'm gonna go do the Afrits. Or should I go do the Archviles? Oh, I'm not sure. And then I lower the lift, but ignore it anyway. Not this lift, I go up this lift. And then I kill the Arachnotron, as is tradition. And then I go for the secret, so I can get around the Archvile. There he is. Run to the shells. That was risky. And I'm going to punch this guy, and the reason I'm going to punch him is because I'm not going in with max cells to the Afrits, whereas that's really what you would like. So I'm going to try and I don't have the rocket launcher or the shotgun, so I'm really just YOLOing this at this point. That switch, by the way, opens the door to the exit. That's all you need to do in this level to finish it. I'm going to go for the secret mega armor now, which again, in the normal route is a big no-no. You do this at the end. But there you go, secret mega armor. Now I can actually kill that archvile now, but I don't because, again, I'm kind of lost my rhythm. I'm very focused on killing going for the Afrits. I get the Soul Sphere. Now this is the most stacked you will be in the entire level, and normally you want to save this for the so-called pacifist fight, because that can go wrong. But I feel that the Afrits can go more wrong. So yeah, straight to the end of the level, step off the platform, carefully kill the Revenants, because you don't have many cells, and then switch to the Fist, so that you can punch these Cacodemons. Try not to take too much damage. And I'm going to chain gun one of them because I don't like the space. And I know I can get away from the Afrits if I really need to. There's a timer, you'll see. But yeah, lower the switch and fight them. And they shoot Mancubus missiles and Revenant balls, and you kind of just got to move in a circle and hope for low damage rolls because they can kill you so easily. And then jump into the pit, get in the teleporter, and you're gone. And that's it. That's the final fight, done 6 minutes in. And you could probably do that faster if you actually rehearsed it, but I didn't. And when you're doing it 6 minutes in, you don't really feel that nervous. It's just like, oh, it's another fight. Whereas at the end of the run, after 15 to 20 minutes, it's a lot more nerve-wracking. Anyway, onto this little fight. It's 4 archviles. There's a secret switch in that pillar, and then they come down every 10 seconds or so. You can either use the little pillars in the middle to absorb the majority of their blast, you can stun lock them if you're lucky, or you can try and hide around the edges, but that's suboptimal, it doesn't really work very well. So you can see there, when I'm taking damage from the central pillar, oh, that was like 1 frame away from being dead. So there, you can hide here, but it really is position dependent. But if you block the blast with the pillars like that, you actually only take 20 damage, which is only 10 damage with the Mega Armor, so that's the optimal strategy, I think. Push this switch, lowers that little plinth there, and then get the Fist back out for these imps. This is kind of rehearsed, like this is normally what I would do next after the first area. Come down here for some extra shells, punch out the spectres, it's 2 of them. And there's a little shop in there that we'll get to a bit later on. Come up here, kill this Mancubus. Depending on how you play it, you might have enough chain gun bullets to kill him, but more often than not you don't. I would prefer to switch to shells. Ammo is very tight in this level, so you can't be too wasteful, but there is also enough. It's not like too tight. Watch out for that chain gunner, he teleports behind you. And then these imps are kind of annoying. You need to kill them now, really. Pick up that, and there are 9 unobtainable items there that we cannot get, so we cannot get all of the items in this level. And now I am confused, because I'm thinking, well, where am I going to go now? I come over here first. This is comfy. This is practiced. This takes you to the shop via a secret. But watch out for this because it turns you round, and I knew it turned me round, but I'm rattled at this point. So it got me. And then there is a Mancubus here, which you can kill from the first secret if you're so inclined. Probably easier. I don't know if in vanilla you'd get the range on the chain gun from here, but you know, Gzdoom things. Pick up that armor bonus, pick up that armor bonus, and now we're in the shop. Press the side, lowers a Revenant, peekaboo, and he's dead. Now normally here you would pick the black key from the shop, which puts you on a conveyor belt that does 20 damaging floor, so effectively the shop charges you 40 health for the item. But I'm not going to go for the black key here, because normally you'd go for the black key to do the black key area to get the... Like, I don't need to do that, because I've already done the end, and I'm thinking, should I go do the black key? I was almost going to do it just out of instinct. I don't know why I'm standing on that teleporter. That's where the item appears, by the way. And I'm just thinking, well, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do? Have I got the rocket launcher? can't actually tell on this HUD. I think I have. I mean, anybody who does these kind of runs, like, you practice a level, you know what you're going to do in every situation, you know the order you're going to do the level. Even in a level like this, which is very sprawling, you have a route, and you get more comfy with it, with your saves and loads as you practice and you build up. Now here's a trick. You can fire a rocket and kill these guys. This is the pacifist fight, so-called, because you can't fire, because there are 3 archviles and a pain elemental behind you. So if you pre-fire your rocket, you make this significantly easier. Again, don't fire, just dance around these revenants. I'm trying to draw the other Hell Knight into this area so I can get a clean escape, which I don't manage to do. I do get clawed. Push past these guys, stand on this platform to lower the lift, and get out. I'm reasonably consistent at that fight. It is hard, and doing it on 100 health and 50 armor is risky, but I didn't have a choice, because that is where the traditional route says that you pick up the Soul Sphere and the Mega Armor, but I've already used those, so... And from here you can just kind of kill all those things. Although ammo is pretty tight. Normally you'd have about 10 to 15 rockets here if you'd done it in the traditional way, by doing the Black Key route first. And taking that Imp Fireball kind of makes me realise that I'm very squishy without armor. My health situation is still relatively good, so I go back to the shop. If you're quick, you can one-cycle it, but it's tough to do. So I get the green armor from the shop, back to 100 health or 99 health, and then we'll go back and finish off these droogs. I really wish I had some rockets here. It's one archfire then. There are 4? There are 4 in total. There's 3 in the outer area, and then there's 1 in the room that you have to run past. The Pain Elemental can block you, which is annoying, but it's okay. And now I'm gonna go get the Black Key, but wait, I don't have the Black Key because I didn't buy it at the shop and I haven't done the area. And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot the Black Key, and now I have to kill these guys. I was planning on going and getting the Soul Sphere. Well, I was planning on going and get the rockets actually, from the Black Key area, and then come back and do this, but I don't have the Black Key. You can buy it from the shop, as you saw, but you also get it from this area, from doing this section. When you come up that lift that I came out of to get out of it, it lowers another platform that you can run on. But I forgot about it because, again, I was pretty rattled at this point, having my whole order sort of just destroyed. And so I forgot. So I have to go back into this little room or pay the 40 health for the Black Key in the shop. And I don't really want to do that because then that wastes my armor and just, yeah. But this is okay. All the archviles are dead now. I have used up all my plasma, but there is more plasma in there. And I'm going to go back in there now. Over the top we go. And just checking for cells, no cells. Go over here, get the plasma. And now you'll see where I get the Black Key. So this lowers, I'm going to use this plasma because I'm scared of this Revenant. And there we go, Black Key. So now we can go to the Black Key area, which normally you would do before this because you get the Black Key from the shop. And conventional wisdom is that when you pick up this Black Key, it spawns a Soul Sphere at the end, except there's no Soul Sphere. This run is getting weirder and weirder. And thankfully that archvile zapped me, because otherwise I would have forgotten about him. And then I wouldn't have had all the kills. Again, I could have killed him after I got the blue armor, but I forgot. that I could. I forgot that I could kill him. I'm just checking for items, for health, for any enemies. This is all just a wing and a prayer. Like, I'm making this up as I go along at this point. I've been making this up as I go along basically since the Afrits at the start. Health in there. There was some shells I just saw now, but I didn't see them back then. So what am I doing now? I'm coming back into here. Why am I coming into here? I don't even know. What am I looking for? I'm thinking I didn't activate the black key properly, because there should be a soul sphere, and I might as well get the soul sphere now. So I'm going to click on that, I'm going to carefully stand on this. This should spawn the soul sphere, because everybody knows picking up that black key spawns the soul sphere. Which normally you would use for the Afrits to give you a bit of extra staying power in that fight. So now that the soul sphere is definitely spawned, we'll go back and get it. Except, it's still not there. And now I'm panicking because I need all the items. I'm doing an item run as well as kills and secrets, so... WTF. I don't even know what that was. Okay, what are we doing? We're gonna go do the black key area. Are we? No. I've left that too late, so I've got to go back up the lift again. You're supposed to push the button at the top of here, jump down, lower the black key, then go up the lift, and then that takes you to where you need to be. But it's like I haven't even played this level once. I barely know what I'm doing at this point. Grab the rockets, jump in here, jump down here for some shells, and then ride this little cage lift back up. I think this area is an optional area. I did say 90% of this level is optional. I think this is an optional area. And I bungled that. I wasn't supposed to jump off the lift that direction. Like I said, I'm very rattled at this point. Because after having done the Afrits and the pacifist fight, this level is now mine to lose. Like, there's no reason I should lose this. All of the hard parts are done. Now I'm going to go back to the shop and I'm going to get this black key because I've just been rattling my brain thinking, what did I do differently? Why is the soul sphere not spawned? And the only thing I can think of that I have done differently is not gone and got the black key in the shop. So I'll pick those up so that I'm at 100 health, and we'll go back for a, fourth and final time, hopefully, to get the soul sphere at the end. And there it is. It's fucking there. So, you actually need both black keys, it turns out, to make that soul sphere spawn. Mystery solved. Let's all have cake and dance in the streets. We've solved it. And now at 200 health and 79 armor, I really should not lose this level. Like, there's no reason. So, back onto the plan. Black key, switch, up the lift, through the bars, shoot the cacodemons, watch out for the imps on the floating bridge. There are 5 cacodemons. You don't really need to plasma them. You can shotgun them because the imps can't really hit you. And the imps can't hit you, and they also can't get into here for some reason. So you're pretty safe. This is pretty much a free fight. You do want to save some rockets because the last 3 enemies, using this route at least, that you'll fight are archviles. And there we go. All the imps are dead. That guy's dead. There are 3 enemies left, which are these archviles. So pre-fire some rockets, run in, hide in the corner, somehow still get zapped because spite algorithms are a thing. And there we go. Now we can push these buttons to stop the crushers. Again, this is why I say this. I think this area is optional. I'm not actually sure if you can get underneath these crushers without doing this. You probably can, but I've never tried it. And now we are back at the Afrits bit. This is, you normally fight them at the very end, but here we go. Straight off to the exit. That's all the kills, all the secrets, all of the obtainable items. Like I said, there are 9 that aren't obtainable, that little cluster that we saw behind the bars. But yeah, that is map 4. I mean, it's by far the hardest so far. The beginning is brutal. The afrits at the end are brutal. I would definitely recommend doing them earlier because it just takes the pressure off so much. But yeah, thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one.